Hi YouTube, it's Emma Blue Eyes 10 and I'm coming at you with a new deck review on my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. But first I've got two announcements to make and some shout outs afterwards. First off, as I said in my last video, the Skype deal video, I have finally got a job now and it's 30 plus hours a week, so it's only 4 or 5 days a week at the moment. But with Christmas coming up, I may be doing nearly 6 days a week. And a typical day is normally 9 hours. So, yeah, I'm going to be pretty tired by the end of those shifts, which leads me on to the Skype dueling. I know I said in the previous video I wasn't really adding anybody or doing anybody new, but I wasn't really in a particularly good mood that day. So I can add you if you wish. If you want to get in contact with me, send me a message and I'll add you, but don't expect any duels or anything like that soon, because as I said, Christmas coming up, I'll nearly be doing 6 days a week on my shifts, and a typical day is 9 till 6, so I will be pretty exhausted by that time. But after Christmas I should be free enough to start doing everybody on a regular basis. Yeah, so those are the two small announcements I needed to make, and the next one is to the shoutouts. Got Kalo Shade, Dark Creation 84, Neo Nexodus, Notter Lord of Light, Darkness L 1989, Scapegoat User, Max Warrior, Eddie Phoenix, and of course a little shout out to Goddess Yugio, the female duelist I've recently got into contact with. If I haven't said your name, sorry, I can't remember everybody's name, but big shout out to everybody and also to my subscribers. I've nearly got 200 now, so thanks very much guys, I really appreciate it, and I really am glad that you enjoy my videos. Without further ado, we shall now go on to the deck review. I like to say that a lot, don't I? As you know, Blue Eyes White Dragon, so been a few minor changes to it, and you'll see why. Okay. First off, one copy of the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, 3 copies of the normal Blue Eyes White Dragon, main staples for a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, 3 copies of the White Stone of Legend. When it's sent to the grave, whatever way you get a Blue Eyes to your hand, simple as that. It's a level 1 tuner as well. 2 copies of Mirage Dragon. It's basically a mini Jinzo in the battle phase, negates the trap cards in the battle phase. 3 copies of Masked Dragon, an engine for the deck, searches out most dragons with 1500 attack or less, and most of my dragons in my deck are 1500 attack or less. 1 Dread Dragon. This is the Sangan of my deck. I have tried the normal Sangan, but it doesn't really work. It doesn't really fit in very well. When this card is destroyed by battle, I get to add a level 3 or lower dragon monster to my hand, so it fits the requirements for things like Delta Flyer, Masked Dragon, White Stone of Legend, and it's a level 2 tuner. It misses out on the card of Consonance Draw with 1100 attack, but it's a level 2 tuner and it's the Sangan of my deck. 1 Delta Flyer. This is the newest addition to the deck. It's a level 3 dragon tuner, so easily searchable by Masked Dragon. Its ability is to increase the level of a monster on my side of the field once per turn by 1. So for example, if I already have a Mirage Dragon out on the field, I summon this card, increase Mirage to a level 5, instant level 8, or I fulfill the requirements to summon out a light end dragon. Prime Material Dragon. If you've noticed in my Skype duels, I did try Light and Darkness Dragon for negating abilities, but unfortunately it didn't work out. So I've gone back to Prime Material, level 6 Light Dragon monster. First ability negates effect damage and instead increases it to life points. And second ability, discard a card from the hand to prevent monster destruction effects. Newest addition as well, Vice Dragon. This is what I would call the Cyber Dragon of my deck. Basically, if the opponent has a monster on the field and I've got none, I can special summon this card from my hand. Its downside is the attack and defense values are halved, but basically I like to use this along with the Delta Flyer combo or with a Dread Dragon combo, because I can get a 7 or an 8 from this no problem. 1 Treeborn Frog for resurrection abilities, sacrifice abilities, and tribute abilities, sorry. very popular with the Yubel combo, which in turn leads me to Yubel herself. Unfortunately, with the Mass Destruction format, she's easily destroyed now, quite easily destroyed now, which is a bit of a pity. But when she gets out onto the field, she can be tricky for the opponents. I mean, because they can't attack me because of her ability, and of course her secondary ability of sacrificing a monster. You know, sacrifice a white stone to get up the rest of my hand. 2 copies of Ancient Rules to special summon the Blue Eyes White Dragons from my hand. Some people suggest why not Kaibaman. Well, Kaibaman in my opinion is a normal summon, and then you have to special summon Blue Eyes. With this, you can normal summon first another monster if needed, and then play this to summon out your Blue Eyes. And also it allows the opponent to use up a trap like Bottomless, just in case on the first monster, so your Blue Eyes doesn't get nipped by it. 1 Dragon's Mirror. If all Blue Eyes are on the field or in the graveyard, play this and I can remove them from play to get Ultimate Dragon onto the field. 1 Trade-In. I'm a bit skeptical about this card because I don't like to discard the Blue Eyes from the hand unless I absolutely have to, but it's the perfect choice for my type of deck, because obviously Blue Eyes is level 8 and I get 2 cards and it's a lot easier to use. 1 Book of Moon for protection purposes. 1 Dark Hole to keep up with the format. 1 Polymerization, staple fusion card for the Blue Eyes. 1 Cards of Consonance. This can only combo with the White Stone of Legend that's in my deck, but that's perfect because it actually gives me a +3. 2 cards from this card, and of course the White Stone, when it's discarded, adds a Blue Eyes White Dragon to my hand. 1 Pot of Avarice to return certain monsters to the deck and also draw power +2. 1 Hand Destruction, really useful in discarding things like the White Stone or Treeborn Frog or even the Blue Eyes for fusion purposes and such, and it can help the opponent out as well, so it's a little bit tricky to use this card, but it's one of the best cards I've ever used, and I like it because Jesse Anderson uses it as well. Sword of Revealing Light, just for stall purposes to protect myself. 1 copy of MST. I did try using 2, but I felt it was clogging up the deck. I didn't like it, so I'm just sticking to 1. 1 Gold Sarcophagus to search out cards from the deck. 1 Lightning Vortex to destroy face-up monsters on the opponent's side of the field. 1 Super Poly, obviously to use with the Dragon's Mirror Return from the Different Dimension and this card combo. And also like to see if I can try and use it when I get all 3 Blue Eyes onto the field, which happens rarely, but it can work. 1 Monster Reborn to resurrect monsters from either graveyards. 1 Stray Lambs to help with tribute abilities, either get Blue Eyes on the field or Prime Material on the field, but I mainly use it in combo with Yubel. A lot of people can guess what the face down monsters I summon when I use this card. 1 Mirror Force for protection purposes in the battle phase. 1 Call of the Haunted for resurrection. 1 Magic Cylinder. If you play this right, 1 is all you need to end a game or deal a massive amount of damage. 1 Return from a Different Dimension to bring back the Blue Eyes that are removed from play with Dragon's Mirror, or just return monsters that have been removed from play by opponent card effects and such. And finally 1 Torrential Tribute to clear the field in case I'm in a bit of a pickle with very few monsters and my opponent is managing to summon out lots. And that's the main deck, and we're now on to the extra deck. I keep trying to call it side deck for some reason. 3 Ultimate Dragons. 1 Magical Android for life point gain. 1 Iron Chain Dragon. I did notice I was able to summon out to level 6s with some of the monsters in the deck, but some people suggested Bryonak and that to me, and I said it's not really my type of card. It's a good card, it's not my type of card. I prefer dragons, so Iron Chain Dragon fitted the bill, and it's a 25 attack monster, so it can stand up to a Stardust. And also, I'm not really keen on its secondary ability, but it can be useful. 1 Exploder Ring Dragon, smash into a monster with same attack or less, and I can destroy it immediately and inflict burn damage. One Ancient Fairy Dragon, her first ability of special summoning a level 4 or lower monster to the field is quite useful, and unfortunately you have to skip the battle phase, but that doesn't really bother me. I like to combo this with White Stone, because then I can either summon out a Stardust, a Red Daemon's Dragon, or even a Light End Dragon, because it fulfills the requirements. One Black Rose Dragon to reset the field if necessary. I think one's all you need, because we've already got plenty of Mass Destruction cards in the deck. One Stardust Dragon to help stop destruction effects, obviously. Some people say, why don't I use more, but I just say I think one's all you need, really. One Red Daemon's Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, just in case I run into any defensive monsters or if I need an attack strength, because 3000 attack. One Light End Dragon, this is one of my favourite synchro monsters, and its ability is when it attacks, reduce its attack by 500 to allow 15 attack off the opponent's monster it attacks. Doesn't work if it's the other way around, unfortunately, but oh well. Sorry, somebody's got their car alarm going off. And finally, the newest addition to the deck, Dark End Dragon. I can easily summon this out now with a Vice Dragon, since it's a dark monster, and Delta Flyer. But if that combo fails, I might decide to throw in a level 4 Dark Dragon monster, like Inferno Dragon or something, and use Delta Flyer's ability to summon out this card. But basically, lower this monster's attack, I can send a monster from the field to the grave, and since it's send, it's not destruction ability, Stardust can't negate it. And also, this card is legal. There have been some controversies with the Show and Jump ban list here in the UK, but Dark End Dragon is perfectly legal because it has been released before. So yeah, that's the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck review. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys again next time in the next deck video, which is going to be my Rainbow Era deck. I've actually made a few changes to that, and also hopefully get some Skype duels up again when I'm free. So till then, everybody, take care, and I'll see you later. Bye!